Previously on Project Motor Racing, My Career Mode, Part 4, we raced at the Canadian Tire Motorsport Park, where we started in P6 position. We managed to make our way through the crowd of drivers, and by the time we got to the very final lap, we were competing for P1 position. We ended up going side by side, and we got into P1 position. But as we got closer, we came upon the final corner, and boom! We crashed right into the wall, guys. It destroyed our car, and we had to limp all the way across the finish line in 11th place. Whew. Alright, so we managed to pay for the expensive, costly bill for the damage that was done to the car. So right now we are currently left with $237,084, and we are about to race at Lexington, and this is event 5 of 5, so this will complete season 1. Alright, it's lights out and it's go time. Looks like we are in 12th position, guys, and we are battling it out as we go side by side next to the BMW. We are now in P11 position. So we go ahead and go through the chicane. Watch out. We're going to go ahead and take the outside here. We have Marco on the inside. And we're going to go ahead and go past Ben Curtis. Later, Ben. We are now in P10 position. And we're going side by side. We're now in P9, but we got to slow down. Ooh. I went way too close to that rear end of the Corvette. As Marco Zanetti is still in front of us right now. He's in P9 position. And we're doing our best to keep up right now. And we are finding some pace as we're right behind Marco still. Let's see if we can... Nope, we're just going to check here. If we go a little bit too wide around that corner. Ooh, we're getting a little bit too far on the outside of that curb, and now we're gonna go ahead and go on the outside of this curb and see if we can pass Marco, and we can't, unfortunately. Let's see if we can get a little bit closer here. We are definitely keeping the FIA employed. As we get a little bit closer here, as we want to shift down to second, take a little bit of that curb, and we're gonna do a little bit of understeer. I did not mean to do that. But it's okay. We got a pretty good exit, even though we made a little bit of a mistake. As we are going side by side against Austin Greenberry in the Corvette. He's on our left-hand side. As you can see on the radar, we are now in P9 position. Oh no! We're now in P10 position. He passed us right back. See who's gonna break later. That's right, we're gonna break later. We're now in P9 position. We're right back in this, guys. So we are on lap 2 of 10. We're in 9th position. We are still behind Marco Zanetti. Because we get a much better exit here. Whew, that was much better. Alright. We're going to go ahead and see what we can do here as we're getting, a little bit of contact. Watch out, Marco. Come on, man. Take it easy, brother. Freaking leaving dents in my door. I'm going to have to pay for that when this race is over with. Alright, so we're still in this. It looks like we are, we are trying to keep up with the group ahead. And the good news is these guys are battling it out. So that will slow them down as we are now once again behind Marco, and we are getting a little bit of a slipstream. as we have a pretty long straight here. And we're already in 6th gear, and we got to shift all the way down. Yep, get down to 2nd gear, take a little bit of that curb. We got a very clean exit here. We are getting much closer here, and we're gonna do it. We're gonna go for it. Whew, we got that move done. That was pretty narrow of margins, but we managed to get that move done. We are now in P8 position, guys, and we're right behind actually Patrick Olson. Getting a pretty good exit here. Patrick is in the Audi R8. I find that this Audi is a very balanced car. It's not quite as fast as the Corvette, but it is well-rounded and it tends to take these corners extremely well. Very planted. But we are keeping up. We're setting a good pace here. We are in P8 position, and this is lap 4 of 10. We're almost halfway through this race, guys. It's a pretty long race, but I think, you know, we might have the pace to try to break in that top 5, you know, hopefully. See what we can do here. We're now in 3rd gear. We got a very good corner exit here. And we're gonna go ahead and go on the, we're gonna go ahead and take this on the outside, a little bit of grass as we're mowing the lawn, but we're gonna go ahead and try to pass, and we managed to get that move done. We're now in P7 position. Some say there was contact. I don't know what you're talking about, all right? So we're now in P7 position, and we have Max Schaefer, who's ahead of us in P6. And you can see there's a 1.8 second delta, 1.7. So that's a pretty large gap, and it could take us a little bit of laps to get close enough, but we're gonna go ahead and just try and do our best to, you know, stay on the right line and you know, hit those apexes. That 1.7 is still lingering. It's 1.8. Yeah, if we're gonna catch up, we gotta go faster than this. Now a 2-second lead. We're catching up here. Oh, it's dropped down to 1.5, 1.4. You get a very good exit out of this corner. Ooh, just maybe too good of an exit. We got a little bit of grass as we exited that corner there. It's definitely going to make our tires a bit more slippery as we get back on track. But look at that, guys. We're now, we're now within a second. Max is under a second ahead of us, so we've definitely gained some ground here. And we are on lap 6 of 10. Chicane is a lot of fun. Definitely tests your ability and being able to switch quickly down to that 2nd gear, but also keep control around the corner. It's a little challenging, I'll be honest. And obviously getting a good exit and being able to link on this straight, that's what you got to do, and then be able to brake right here as you look on the 2nd sign. And that's when your initial braking point should be. That's when you want to shift down all the way down to that 2nd gear. So now we are getting ever so slightly closer here. We are now about 3/10 away, 4/10 away. Do we go? I think we're just going to check here. Now, as we're continuing to get closer, I just want to bring to your attention the weather dynamics of this game, though, is
is pretty cool. I mean, we're racing right now in cloud coverage. It's dark and shady, and it creates a cool atmosphere to race in, that's for sure. And I have tried out the rain also in this game, and it's spectacular. It really is. You see the rain hitting the windshield. You have your windshield wipers going full blast, trying to keep it where you can see and keeping it clean. And it makes the cars extremely slippery in the rain, even with wet tires, but it's still a fun thing to try out. And I encourage you guys, if you haven't, try out the rain. You see a bunch of mist coming off the tires, and it makes it very difficult to see. I really like the immersion in this game. They're doing a great job, and I really am impressed. So, as we continue to make some ground here, we are still behind Max, and we are on lap 7 to 10. And I feel like, you know, when do I go at this point? As you can see, we are getting closer and closer and closer, but where do you end up passing? Because this Max guy is extremely fast. I'm trying my best to keep up. I'm trying my best to find an opportunity to pass, but where do I go? When is that opportunity really going to become available? As we're still within that 3/10, 4/10 range, you know, he's doing a great job defending here. We can't even take the inside line. He's going to cover that too. And that's the thing with racing. You get a little bit too close, you know, to pass, and then you end up making a mistake, you know. You find that, oh, I'm going to try the inside, and then it gets defended, and now you're having to brake a lot more than you normally would have, which slows you down. So you just have to be aware that, you know, your time will come, that opportunity will come. As long as you have good pace, you should be able to find a way to make a move here, and just try to see if there's any mistakes that could be made by the driver ahead. So we're getting a little bit closer here, and you can see they're braking on that corner, which does allow me to take that inside line if I can create the space to do so. I also have the ability to take the outside here, but he's defending it. Max is defending it extremely well. Extremely well. So we're going to go ahead and, yeah, we're just going to have to just check here and try again on the next lap if we can. Getting a very good slipstream. Took that just a bit too wide there. We're falling pretty close. A little bit of a mistake there. Yeah. Yeah, it wasn't the best corner. I simply was going in just a bit too fast, and I ended up braking way too late, and I had to correct because of that. But even though I do make a mistake here in the yellow sector, I do a phenomenal job right here in the middle sector, and this is really where I start to gain some traction and start to make that delta a little bit smaller, as we are flooring it now all the way into third gear. A little bit of an overcorrection. I could have taken the curb, but I had a feeling that if I did, I was going to go into the grass. So we're just going to see right here if we can get a little bit closer. Break down to second gear right here, and we're going to go ahead and, yep, just give it the beans, go around that hump, and now we are going for it, guys. This is going to be the final lap right here, and honestly, starting in P12, do we have the pace to get to P6? Do we have the ability to pass this driver? If we're going to do it, it's obviously going to be done in this lap. Let's see what we can do as we get a very good exit here. We are now getting closer and closer. We are now in the slipstream of Max. It's all concentration now. Get a very good exit here. Another very good exit, but you can see he's still pulling away just ever so slightly. As we make a little bit of contact. We can't take that. We can't take the inside line. So what are we gonna do? We got a very good exit here. We're gonna go ahead and we're gonna take the outside, side by side with Max. As we shift down to third, but we gotta leave him room. Woo! We got that move done, guys. We are in P6 position. Can we hold him? Yep, we can hold him back. We got a very good exit going down the hill. That's how we do it, boys. Woo!
So we finished season 1 and we managed to get an 11th place in the standings, earning about $68,000 from that race. You'll notice here though we don't have a Corvette, and that's because I did a survey and I wanted to figure out what you guys would want me to do. Either stick with the GT3 cars, go with the hypercar route, or go into, the classics. Well, unfortunately, to go in the hypercar season, it would require $1 million. We're not there. We don't have $1 million. So what I did was I sold the Corvette for $274,000. That leaves us with $571,559. So now we can purchase a new vehicle for season 2. And what I want to do is purchase a Porsche Cup car and make it, guys, where we're only racing Porsche Cup cars that are the exact same engine type, exact same year, and exact same model. And I want to see what we can do when everyone has the exact kind of car. This is going to be exciting, guys. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.